Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, British, once beaten, heavyweight contender, Dillian Whyte continues to smear undefeated Olympic bronze medalist, WBC American heavyweight champion Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder's name, in hopes of landing a fight. But does Dillian Whyte truly want the fight? No. Dillian Whyte is now stating that Deontay Wilder doesn't have power. Another guy who's utterly ridiculously saying something that sounds so far-fetched, it's not even funny. We know Floyd Mayweather Sr. came out and he said Deontay Wilder has no power and can't punch. Now we're getting Dillian Whyte coming out and stating that Deontay Wilder doesn't have any power, right? So hopefully when they fight, hopefully Dillian Whyte just walks through his punches, right? He says that, quote, Deontay Wilder is not the hardest hitting heavyweight. He's not the hardest hitting heavyweight ever, and he's not the hardest hitting heavyweight now. You can see why people say that. He's fought 41 tomato cans and knocked them all out. If I fought the same people he fought, I'd probably have 100% KO ratio as well. End quote. How ridiculous does this sound? Dillian Whyte was knocked out by Anthony Joshua. Dillian Whyte was dropped by Oscar Rivas. Dillian Whyte was hurt, staggered, and dropped by Derek Chisora. Dillian Whyte has the nerve to say Deontay Wilder doesn't have power, but was knocked down and hurt by less opposition in his career. So you see, when you open your mouth and you say things like this, you're going to have to back it up. So we can expect Dillian Whyte, the quote-unquote body snatcher, to attempt to walk through the fire when he steps in the ring with Deontay Wilder, because he's going to get in the ring. Deontay Wilder is going to make this happen. You best believe that. And so when he steps in the ring, we shouldn't expect Dillian Whyte to be taking any steps back, right? We shouldn't expect Dillian Whyte to be using any parts of the ring, right? In fact, Dillian Whyte, we should expect him to be coming forward like Mike Tyson, right? We should expect Dillian Whyte to be coming forward like Julio Cesar Chavez, right? We should expect Dillian Whyte to be coming forward like the quote-unquote Mexican style, right? When he gets in the ring. He shouldn't be strategically using a boxing ring, right? He shouldn't be boxing, right? Because Deontay Wilder has no power, then he should be walking through the punches to get to Deontay Wilder, right? This should be the game plan for Dillian Whyte, correct? But on the contrary, you'll see anything but. Because once Dillian Whyte gets in the ring, he's going to be avoiding Deontay Wilder's right hand like the plague. He's going to be trying to do whatever he has to do to nullify the right hand by any means necessary. Dillian Whyte is you're going to see the most cautious version of Dillian Whyte you've ever witnessed. Believe that. Believe that. So to say that he doesn't have power, Dillian Whyte is going to have to live up to this. He's going to have to live up to that billing. So guess what? He's claiming to be this mandatory belt. Look who Dillian Whyte is fighting. Okay? Let's just look at Dillian Whyte's resume. And let's just see all the world beaters that Dillian Whyte stepped in the ring with and doesn't have 100% KO ratio. Why didn't he KO Oscar Rivas? Is there anybody out there that believes that Deontay Wilder fights Oscar Rivas, that fight doesn't end in a knockout? Is there anybody that believes that? Okay? Is there anybody that believes that Deontay Wilder fights Derek Chisora, that fight doesn't end in a knockout? Is there anybody that believes this? Is there anybody that believes that Joseph Parker, Deontay Wilder doesn't end in a knockout? Right? Because Dillian Whyte didn't knock out Oscar Rivas. In fact, he was the one that got dropped, right? He was losing the fight with Derek Chisora. Yeah, he got the knockout, but he was losing that fight. Kudos. He didn't knock out Joseph Parker, who indeed was on the verge of knocking him out towards the end of the fight. He knocked out Lucas Brown, but is there anybody that believes that Lucas Brown would go the distance with Deontay Wilder? Is there anybody that believes that Robert Helenius, who went the distance with Dillian Whyte, will go the distance with Deontay Wilder? Right? Is there anybody that believes that Malcolm Tan will go the distance with Deontay Wilder? Right? Is there anybody that believes that Ian Lewison will go the distance 12-2 and 1 record? Is there anybody that believes that David Allen will go the different distance with Deontay Wilder? He went the distance with Dillian Whyte. You understand? So Dillian Whyte has to be one of the making the biggest mockery of himself at this point in time. You understand? There's a such thing as you wanting to hope and hoping for the fight, but when you're trying to discredit Deontay Wilder to this extent, you just make yourself sound utterly ridiculous, Dillian Whyte. That's what you do. Okay? There's nobody on Dillian Whyte's resume outside of Anthony Joshua that you would favor to beat Bermane Stiverne and Bermane Stiverne height of his career, except Anthony Joshua. Right? There's definitely nobody in his resume, not even Anthony Joshua, that you could say is better than Luis King Kong Ortiz. Because that's a 50-50 fight with Joshua and Ortiz. So you can't say Joshua is better than Ortiz if they never stepped in the ring. And Joshua knocked out Dillian Whyte. Okay? Chris Arreola would be the second toughest person on Dillian Whyte's resume outside of Anthony Joshua in the height of his career. You understand? So for him to say these things, Dominic Brazil would beat everybody, just about everybody on Dillian Whyte's resume, not named Anthony Joshua, because that's the only loss on his resume outside of Deontay Wilder. I would favor Dominic Brazil to beat Oscar Rivas. I would fake Dominic Brazil to beat Derek Chisora. I would favor Dominic Brazil to beat Joseph Parker. This is just the truth of the matter. So for him to say, if you look at his resume, you would have 100% KO percentage. Well, we're looking at your resume, and you should have 100% KO percentage outside of getting knocked out by Anthony Joshua, but you don't. But you don't. At this point in time, all the disdain for Deontay Wilder is utterly ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous. And at this point, I cannot wait for Deontay Wilder to push for the Dillian Whyte fight. Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And best believe, this is going to come up. And I hope the people ask Dillian Whyte, you should definitely not be able to use the ring. Right? You shouldn't be utilizing the ring because you said he don't have no power. So you should be able to just walk through his punches, walk through the fire, and get your victory. Right? See, listen, sometimes you do yourself a disservice by trying to discredit another man. That's what happens. And in this case, Dillian Whyte should just go ahead and say, yeah, the dude has power. I can respect him more if he says, well, the only thing he has is power. I can respect him more. But to try to discredit the one thing the world is privy to, and it is obvious to the rest of the world, the casuals, hardcores, whomever you choose, to try to discredit that, the one thing that jumps directly out at everybody, it's just utterly ridiculous. And you make yourself sound silly. So hopefully for Dillian Whyte, this fight gets made, and I hope that Dillian Whyte doesn't try to utilize the ring and use the space and be cautious. No, he should definitely want to walk right through the fire. Right through the fire. Because there's no power to fear. Right? Can't wait. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Blue Blood from the